Alaska Performance Partners. Count on performance, not promises.
Hey everybody, it's Amanda Pineda with the Alaska Performance Partners. Happy Friday. This is the first video of July. We are already more than halfway through 2021. It feels like 2020 was just yesterday. I remember the whole year very vividly. But this video, we are going to be talking about why it is a good idea to invest in real estate, whether it's buying your first home or buying an income property, a duplex or fourplex. But first, let's cover what real estate is. Now, the word real in real estate means real value, and that is why real estate is called real property in the real estate world. And so that just means that this property, whatever it is, if it's a single family home, land, it is fixated to the land and it can't be moved anywhere else. It's immovable. Now, real estate is the cornerstone of our economy for that reason. You can't pick it up, move it somewhere else. It stays where it is, and multiple people can own it over a long period of time. Hence, people buy and sell real estate all of the time. And that is why it is the cornerstone of our economy. And many times, if real estate fails, then our whole economy fails as well. Now, still true to this day, real estate is the number one way to wealth in America. 89% of all millionaires made their wealth and built it through investing in real estate. And a really quick fun side note is the word landlord literally means like land owner. Back in the medieval times, what landlords would do is they would take the property that they own and basically not rent it out, but lend it to somebody else, somebody of a lower class. They can usually farm on it, make some income, and then they would pay a portion of their crops or whatever they were using it for back to the landlord, and that's how they would pay their rent. And we still use that term today. So that term has been coined and has survived all this time, and we still use it today. So that's reason number one for why it is a great idea to invest in real estate, because it's immovable, it's the cornerstone of our economy, and it is the number one way to wealth in America. Number two, you can leverage that property and borrow against it once you have enough equity in it and use it to invest in more real estate and continue to build your portfolio. There are a few different ways that you can access the equity in your home. You can get a HELOC, you can do a reverse mortgage. There's a bunch of different types of ways, but being able to borrow against an asset and use it to invest in other assets is a great thing, and it's the best way to make your money work for you. Not a lot of people are borrowing against their cars or bonds or stocks. They're borrowing against the real estate because that is what has the most value, and that is what's going to hold its value in the long term. And we've especially seen this happen in 2021, where values have continued to rise throughout the year, and there is so much equity in homes right now. People are getting top dollar for their homes, and if you've held onto that asset for a long time, I've seen some homeowners that have held onto their properties for 20 plus years. They bought it in the 1990s. They held it for 20 plus years. And when they bought it at $150,000. And now that same property has appreciated and is now worth sometimes $250,000, $300,000 plus, depending on what they've done to the home, what kind of upgrades. But still, the amount of money that they've put into it and fix it is nothing compared to the amount that they're getting back in return for holding on to that asset for so long and just letting it appreciate. So that was reason number two for why real estate is a great investment. You can borrow against it, put it towards another asset, and build your wealth. Reason number three is that you can create cash flow. So say you bought a condo and your monthly mortgage payment is $1,000. You can realistically, right now, the rental market is just as hot as the real estate market because lots of investors are unloading their extra income properties and cashing out on that money that they've invested for so long. So there's a limited number of rentals right now. So the rental market is right now. So realistically, if you're $1,000 and that's your mortgage, you can rent it out for $1,500. But don't take that word from me. Get with the financial advisor, do the numbers yourself. But that's how the rental market is working right now. And you can take that $1,000, put it towards your mortgage, put some aside for unexpected expenses like water heater breaking, little things that break because you as a landlord are responsible for fixing it, not your tenant. And then take the extra and do what you want with it. Or if you have a bigger income property like a fourplex, you use half of that money to pay your mortgage and the rest, and you can live off of a passive income. So creating cash flow is another great reason why investing in real estate is one of the number one ways to wealth in America. And also building equity in a home is going to be great because you are not the one doing it, but you are the one reaping the benefits. You can sell it if you need to. You can liquidate that asset if needed, if you're in a tight spot. So real estate is very helpful, just so long as you have taken the time to build the equity in it and manage it correctly. So yes, if you are thinking about investing in real estate, buying your first home, buying an income property, those are some key reasons why investing in real estate is a good idea. Number one, it's the number one way to wealth in America. 89% of millionaires built their wealth through real estate. Number two, you are able to borrow against your assets. So you can buy your first home, rent it out, build the equity, and then once there's enough equity in it, you can access that, put it towards another property, and continue to build your wealth over time. And number three, if you do it properly, you can create a great cash flow, create great passive income for yourself, and be able to live off of that if you do it right. You'll be able to come to a point where you don't have to work. I know many people that live and have the home that they live in, their mortgage payment paid for them by the income that they have produced through rentals. So if you're thinking about investing in real estate and you have more questions, you live in the state of Alaska, you can give me a call. My name is Amanda Pineda with the Alaska Performance Partners at Jack White Real Estate, 907-312-0944. Or you can visit Larry, Krista, Alex, or Karen. But thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.